because I forgot mine. Hey, don't do this on me. You noticed I skipped right on over you. Good evening. Thank you for being here. I am now calling this meeting to order. Please stand for the invocation by Mayor Phillips and continue standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the day and thank you for allowing us to come together to conduct business on behalf of the city of Northport and its people. Help us use sound judgment and always honor your name in everything that we do. Help us be professional and courteous to others and keep us mindful of our duties as we move forward. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
Thank you. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ms. Tubbs, will you call roll, please?
Pro Tem Washington.
Here.
Counselor Smith.
Here.
Counselor Conger.
Here.
Counselor Higdon. President Dykes.
Here. Number 5 on the agenda is presentations. I believe we have one proclamation recognizing Human Trafficking Prevention Month. Mayor Phillips, can you take care of that for us?
If I have to do this, you can. This is kind of special for me because I know a few of these people. Human trafficking has become a problem in our country. These folks fight a battle every day. I know a little bit about what they do, and I can't tell you the appreciation that I have for them. So on that, we have a proclamation from the Office of the Mayor of the City of Northport. Whereas human trafficking is a public health issue and a crime that harms the health and well-being of children, individuals, families, communities, often across generations. Whereas human trafficking can happen to anyone in every community. Human trafficking is connected to many other forms of violence and exploited and often shares common risk factors such as lack of resources and unsafe environments. Whereas strengthening communities requires collective action to prevent, recognize, reduce the conditions that contribute to exploitation and to create environments where people are protected from human trafficking and other forms of violence. Whereas a successful response to human trafficking requires coordinated, community-wide response that includes collaboration across sectors with those who have experienced human trafficking to ensure that services and programs are effective and meet the needs of survivors. Every individual, family, community, organization can help raise awareness, prevent trafficking, and support survivors by learning how to take action. Whereas the City of Northport would like to be designated as a trafficking-free zone, showing our commitment to action and awareness and partnerships to comprehensively address the issues of human trafficking. And now it therefore be resolved that I, Dale Phillips, Mayor of the City of Northport, do hereby proclaim January 2026 as Human Trafficking Awareness Month and reaffirm our commitment to human trafficking awareness, training, education activities, strengthening resources for those impacted by human trafficking, and to being designated a trafficking-free zone, supporting a more coordinated, comprehensive response to prevent and combat the crime of human trafficking. Witness thereof, I have set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Northport to be affixed this, the 20th day of January, 2026. Signed, Dale Phillips, Mayor of the City of Northport.
On behalf of the Alabama Anti-Human Trafficking Alliance, Trafficking Hope, and the West Alabama Human Trafficking Task Force, we'd like to say thank you for what the city of Northport does to support our task force. Of course, we have a Northport investigator that is full-time assigned to the Human Trafficking Task Force. This is an expensive proposition. We do use your overtime. I'd like to say thank you to the chief for allowing us to use part of your overtime budget for this. When we do these operations, these proactive operations, it is manpower heavy for safety reasons. And also, once we do recover victims, then it becomes a collaborative effort with the members of the community, such as Trafficking Hope and the others that work so closely with us to try to get them help and try to get them to seek recovery, because so often they don't, but when they do, we have a resource there to help them. And so we would like to thank the city council, thank the police chief for allowing us to use your resources and being great partners. We do proactive operations in every jurisdiction in the county, and so we're very thankful for y'all's support.
I think the ones from Northport need to raise their hands.
My name is Linda Jacobs. I'm here to represent a small group of people who meet at my house for prayer for victims of sex trafficking. And we're under the umbrella of CARES, which I handed you a prayer sheet. The CARES is a collaboration so that we can pray for the community, we can pray for education, services. And what we do in our little group is we pray big prayers to a big God. All right. Now, we have homework each week. We have to learn this number right here. Okay, so now y'all have homework. The victim hotline, when you see something, you say something. 888-373-7888. Y'all ready? 888-373-7888. One more time. 888-373-7888. Very good. Thank you again.
Thank you very much for being here. Number 6, approval of the agenda. Is there anyone that would like to make a motion to approve the agenda for the January 20th council meeting with the addition of an executive session to discuss the potential litigation?
So move.
Second.
That is that's a motion by Pro Tem Washington and a second by Councilor Conger. Roll call, please.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 7, visitors to address the council. We have none tonight. 8, we have no unfinished business, new business. 9A1, Ms. King.
Yes, thank you. This is an ordinance amendment for section 58-35 of the Northport Municipal Code. It is only for first reading tonight, and we'll be back on your agenda for our next council meeting. This is to modify our code to be consistent with the contract that we have executed with the concessionaire provider at River Run Park to allow for limited sales of alcohol pursuant to the terms of the contract. It also cleans up a couple of things from this code that were very, very old. And we were already in there cleaning it up already, so changing some things that are no longer applicable and positions that have been eliminated, things like that. So it is ready for first reading tonight only.
So just for clarification, there will not be alcohol sales during league play.
Correct. There are
During the
limits in our contract. This does not change any of that.
Okay.
We have complete control over alcohol sales at River Run Park. Explicitly, they are not allowed for Warrior Baseball or Northport Fast Pitch.
Good deal.
So they cannot be sold during that time. And any alcohol that's sold, there's other limitations too. You know, there's no liquor. It's just beer and wine and hard seltzers. There's time limits, things like that are already in our contract. This just makes our code consistent with our contract.
Good deal. Good deal. I will bring that up for a motion. I'll offer that up for a first reading. 9A2, Ms. Ram.
Yes, ma'am. This is a first reading on an ordinance that will place a temporary moratorium on all new car wash and automobile repair uses within the city limits. The temporary moratorium would be enacted for a period of 1 year. During that time, the city would hire a consultant to conduct a study to determine the effects of oversaturation of these types of uses on the overall development of our city. That would also give us time to revise the zoning ordinance and our zoning maps if needed. We do have a couple of grandfather clauses in the proposed language. The first of those is any establishments that have had a pre-design meeting prior to January the 13th of 2026 under our curent ordinance and have received permit approval prior to April the 2nd of 26 would not be affected by the ordinance. Then also it would anyone who's trying to renew a business license or transfer a business license that currently has a business license, it would not affect them as well.
Okay.
So this will also be up for a second reading and a public hearing at your next council meeting on February the 2nd.
February 2nd. Okay, is there anyone that would like to offer that up as a first reading?
So offered.
That is offered up by Counselor Smith. 9B, resolutions of a temporary nature. 9B1, Mr. Matthews.
Yes, 9B1 is a traffic signal maintenance agreement with the Alabama Department of Transportation. This would cover signal modifications at the intersection of Highway 43 and Mid-Larry Road. We already maintain the signal, and this would cover the modifications in the upcoming project.
This is huge for District 4 and District 5. So I will offer that up for a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
The form of that motion is to adopt the resolution approving the mayor to execute a traffic control signal maintenance agreement with AlDOT for US 43 and Rose Boulevard, Mid-Larry Road. That was offered up by President Dykes and second by Pro Tem Washington.
Voting with
Ms.
Pro Tem
Tubbs.
Washington.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 9B2, Mr. Matthews.
9B2 is a right-of-way use agreement with the West Alabama Food and Wine Festival, which would allow the festival on April 19th with a contingency date of April 26th.
Are there any questions or comments? The form of the motion is to adopt the resolution approving the city administrator to execute a right-of-way use agreement with West Alabama Food and Wine Festival for 2026. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Who?
That was me.
Counselor Washington, Pro Tem Washington.
Second.
You're not usually that soft-spoken, I'm sorry.
Say second.
That is a motion by Counselor Conger and a second by Pro Tem Washington. Ms. Tubbs?
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for the clarification there. You were sounding like Mr. Smith there for a moment. 9B3, Ms. Tubbs.
These next three items are regarding the appointments that you made to the Tuscaloosa County Economic Development Authority. That's the name that they do business as. Their official name is actually Tuscaloosa County Industrial Development Authority, so they have requested that we redo these appointments. So this motion would be adding, appointing Philip Bush to the Tuscaloosa County Industrial Development Authority.
Okay. Mr. Davis, since we've already done this, can we put these together? I should have asked this in work session and was not
No,
thinking.
unfortunately, you need to vote on each one.
Each one of them individually.
separately. Yeah, and then the reason for this is they need the legal name when they apply for grants.
Okay.
It's just a technical
Just
technical
asking.
thing. But I will say this, you passed all three of them
Yes,
weeks ago, so
yes.
it should go fairly quickly.
That's why I was thinking that. Are there any questions or comments? The form of the motion is to adopt the resolution, amending the resolution 2607, correcting the appointment of Philip Bush to the Tuscaloosa County Industrial Development Authority. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
That would be a motion by Mrs. Conger and a second by Pro Tem Washington. Ms. Tubbs, call roll, please.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 9B4, Ms. Tubbs.
This would be reappointing Glenn Crowe to the Tuscaloosa County Industrial Development Authority.
Are there any questions or comments? The form of the motion is to adopt the resolution amending Resolution 2608, correcting the reappointment of Glenn Crowe to the Tuscaloosa County Industrial Development Authority. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
That is a motion by Councilor Conger and a second by Pro Tem Washington. Ms. Tubbs?
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 9B5, Ms. Tubbs?
This is reappointing Giovanni Gomez to the Tuscaloosa County Industrial Development Authority.
Are there any questions or comments? The form of this motion is to adopt the resolution amending Resolution 2609, correcting the reappointment of Giovanni Gomez to the Tuscaloosa County Industrial Development Authority. I will offer that up for a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Ms. Tubbs, roll call.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Ms. Mixon, that was a motion by President Dykes and a second by Councilor Conger. Consent agenda, this ranges from minutes, bill listings, and PO requisitions.
Councilor Dykes? I
Yes.
apologize, you did not vote on that,
Did not vote on what?
The last
the
one.
last one.
On my paper, we did vote on it. So let's vote on that again, Ms. Tubbs.
We just need a vote from you, Ms. Dykes.
You vote.
Oh, I would say yes. Since I brought it up for a motion, I'm saying I was moving on, y'all. I apologize for the speediness.
That motion carries.
Thank you. Consent agenda ranges from minutes to bill listings to PO requisitions. I think we went over all of this in work session. Are there any questions or comments? Seeing none, the form of the motion is to approve the consent agenda for the January 20th, 26th council meeting as printed. Do we need to add the addition of the executive session on that one?
No.
No, okay. As printed. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
That is a motion by Councilor Conger and a second by Pro Tem Washington. Ms. Tubbs, call roll, please.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Public hearings, I would like to remind people to keep your comments directed at the entire council. There's a 3-minute limit, and do not address anyone as an individual or as a whole. Excuse me. 10B1, Mr. Davis.
Yes, the next 4 items, I'll just speak to this first one. These are weed liens and setting the amount. So, staff recommends approval of each of the 4. We're just trying to recoup the money that the city has already incurred. So, if you'll call one, then you can have but you can't combine them. You'll have to have 4 separate hearings.
4 separate hearings, okay. This is a resolution fixing the cost of nuisance weed abatement and authorizing the filing of a lien for property located on 22nd Street. I'll open the floor for a public hearing for this item. Is there anyone here that would like to speak for or against this item? Hearing none, I'll close the floor for a public hearing for agenda item 10B1. Are there any questions or comments? The form of the motion is to adopt the resolution fixing the cost of nuisance weed abatement and authorizing the filing of a lien for property located at 22nd Street. Do I hear a motion?
So move.
Second.
That is a motion by Pro Tem Washington and a second by Councilor Conger. Ms. Tubbs, we call roll, please.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 10B2, Mr. Davis.
Same item. It's ready for public hearing and a vote.
Okay, this is a resolution fixing the cost of nuisance weed abatement and authorizing the filing of a lien for property located at 8915 Highway 69 North. I'll open the floor for a public hearing for this agenda item. Is there anyone who would like to speak for or against? Hearing none, I'll close the floor for a public hearing for agenda item 10B2. Are there any questions or comments? The form of the motion is to adopt the resolution fixing the cost of nuisance weed abatement and authorizing the filing of a lien for property located at 8915 Highway 69 North. Do I hear a motion?
So move.
Second.
That is a motion by Pro Tem Washington and a second by Councilor Conger. Ms. Tubbs, roll call, please.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 10B3, Mr. Davis.
Same as the other 2.
Resolution fixing the cost of the nuisance weed abatement and authorizing the filing of a lien for property located at 1513 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. I'll open the floor for a public hearing for agenda item 10B3. Is there anyone that would like to speak for or against this item? Hearing none, I'll close the floor for a public hearing for agenda item 10B3. Are there any questions or comments?
I have a question.
Okay.
I believe that's been fixed, so everything's done on it.
Not that I'm
Mr.
aware of, but if
Davis?
you'll go ahead and set the amount, we'll double check it before we file it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I believe it is.
Do we need to change the motion?
The motion will be fine.
Motion will be fine, okay.
All this does is set the amount for us to file the lien. If we find that it's already been paid, we won't file
We
the lien.
won't file it. Good deal. The form of the motion is to adopt the resolution fixing the cost of nuisance weed abatement and authorizing the filing of a lien for property located at 1513 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Do I hear a motion?
So move.
Second.
That is a motion by Pro Tem Washington and a second by Councilor Conger. Ms. Tubbs, roll call, please.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 10B4, Mr. Davis.
Last but not least, or more, this is it.
Okay. Resolution fixing the cost of nuisance weed abatement and authorizing the filing of a lien for property located at 2513 Deerfield Lane. I'll open the floor for a public hearing for agenda item 10B4. Is there anyone here speaking for or against this item? Hearing none, I'll close the floor for a public hearing for agenda item 10B4. Are there any questions or comments? The form of the motion is to adopt the resolution fixing the cost of nuisance weed abatement and authorizing the filing of a lien for property located at 2513 Deerfield Lane. Do I hear a motion?
So move.
Second.
That is a motion by Pro Tem Washington and a second by Councilor Conger. Ms. Tubbs, roll call, please.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 10B5, Ms. King, you're up.
Yes, so this is fairly new. This is a public hearing to determine whether or not the city is all right with the sale of, I'm going to get it wrong, but consumable hemp products at a specific location within the city limits. This business has been in business, CBD Store of Northport has been in business in the city since 2018. We're not talking about changing anything.
Right.
What's happened is that the Alabama legislature passed a law that went into effect on January 1st that requires these types of businesses to be licensed through the Alabama ABC Board.
Right.
As part of their application process, they have to get some kind of approval from the city saying that it is okay to have this. But we're not talking about anything new or different, just a different form of regulation. And so that is ready for public hearing.
Okay. That is 10B5, resolution approving sale of consumable hemp products in accordance with state regulations for ABBA Company, LLC, doing business as CBD Store of Northport. I'll open the floor for a public hearing for agenda item 10B5. Is there anyone that would like to speak for or against this? If you'll come up and state your name and address. Should I hear the mic? Yes, please.
Hello, my name is Araylee Bryan. We are located at 900 Main Avenue, right here in downtown Northport. I'm the store owner. We've been here since 2018, and it's been such a blessing. We love the Northport community, and I just want to thank you guys so much for being such amazing leaders in our community. And you know, we are very blessed, and I'm just so happy to be here. And thank you guys for your time.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to speak for or against? Hearing none, I will close the floor for a public hearing for agenda item 10B5. Are there any questions or comments? I actually have a comment. If you have a dog who has issues with loud noises, i.e. fireworks within the city limits that are illegal, please go see them, because they will take care of your pups. And if you by chance might need something to help sleep, go to them. They'll take care of you. Wonderful staff. Love the store. Thank you. The form of the motion is to adopt a resolution approving the sale of consumable hemp products in accordance with the state regulations of ABBA Company, LLC, DBA, CBD, Store of Northport. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
That is a motion by Counselor Smith and a second by Counselor Conger. Ms. Tubbs, call roll, please.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. Planning inspections, Ms. Ram.
Yes, ma'am. The first item I have on the agenda is a second reading of an ordinance that will rezone approximately 34.8 acres located at Grand Point neighborhood. This is at the end of Windward Point Drive. The property is currently zoned special district, which is residential district. They are proposing to rezone to RS2, which is also a single-family residential district. The rezoning request does come with a positive recommendation from the Planning Commission. The item is ready for a public hearing and a vote.
This is just an addition to, that's the plan, grand scheme
Yes, it is a part of the
Grand
master
Point
plan for the entire neighborhood, yes.
that was done
In,
maybe 100 years ago.
I believe it was first approved in 2002.
That was close enough. Okay, I'll open the floor for a public hearing for agenda item 10C1. Is there anyone who is here to speak for or against this item? Is she coming? No, okay. Hearing none, I'll close the floor for a public hearing for agenda item 10C1. Are there any questions or comments? The form of the motion is to adopt the ordinance rezoning of approximately 34.8 acres located at the end of Windward Point Drive from special district to residential family RS2. Do I hear a motion?
So move.
Second.
That is a motion by Pro Tem Washington and a second by Counselor Conger. Ms. Tubbs, call roll, please.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. 10C2, Ms. Ram, you're up again.
Yes, ma'am. This ordinance will grant conditional use approval to operate a business office in a limited manufacturing zoning district. The property is located at 1101 30th Avenue. They are proposing to locate inside an existing building, no new construction. This does come with a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission, so it is ready for a public hearing.
I'll open the floor for a public hearing for agenda item 10C2. Is there anyone here that would like to speak for or against this item? Hearing none, I'll close the floor for a public hearing for agenda item 10C2. Are there any questions or comments? The form of the motion is to adopt the ordinance of conditional use to approve to locate a business office in a M1 light industrial zone for property located at 1101 30th Avenue. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
That is a motion by Counselor Smith and a second by Pro Tem Washington. Ms. Tubbs, will you call roll, please?
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. Police Department, no business. City Administrator, do you have any business tonight?
No, ma'am.
The only thing that I have tonight is, I'm sure everyone has been on Facebook and seen all of the hoopla about this weekend. All I want to say is Ms. Tubbs is already in contact with EMA and is on a text thread with Nick Lawley. Our staff will be on call the entire time. If there is icing or freezing rain around here, please stay in your house and your vehicle in your garage. Our police officers have enough to do without pulling all of us out of ditches, even those us with Jeeps who like to do that kind of thing. We can't drive on ice, people. We can't, so let's not try it. But our staff is well aware of the situation, and everybody has got their thinking caps on, and we're ready to roll. Mayor Phillips.
Thank you. I'll be starting my Mayor's Advisory Council January 29th, 6 o'clock here in the Civic Room. We'll be talking about events and activities. If you're available, come out. It's open to everyone. Just going to talk about things and see where everybody's thoughts are and move forward. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mayor Phillips. District 1, Councilor Smith.
Yes. If you are going to go out and buy bread and milk, remember to shop local. Also,
I'm sorry.
I would, we have a town hall Thursday, that's before the weather hits. This Thursday at 5:30 in this room. It is a District 1 town hall, but everyone is welcome. Everyone's encouraged to join, and we're just going through the workings and the dealings of Northport and District 1. And then also, I'd like to say that the Tuscaloosa EMA, through Compassion Coalition, is accepting donations. It sounds like they need twin-size blankets, and they are actually taking donations today through Thursday.
Do they have a trailer at
It's
their
a
parking lot?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
good deal.
at the Tuscaloosa EMA parking lot. And they're taking donations from 8:30 to 5. So they need, I'm sure they'll take anything warm, but twin-size blankets were the main thing that they needed.
Okay,
That's all.
and Ms. Tubbs, your staff's gonna kill me, but if you cannot get it to EMA, if you will bring it to City Hall, I will make sure that it gets to EMA. So if you can, if anybody gets anything here, store it. And I'm sure Anders Hardware may or may not have sleds and chains, but that still means stay off the roads. Pro Tem Washington,
I have none, thank you.
Counselor Conger.
Yes, I would like to announce that we are going to have our first small business forum on February 23rd at 5:30 in the Civic Meeting Room. This is an opportunity for the small businesses here in Northport to let us know how we can help you. We spend a lot of time thinking we know how to help, but we have decided to change that position and let you tell us what you need from your council. So reminders will go out. Our licensing office is helping get a list of small businesses to make sure everyone's aware. But please spread the word. We would really like your input. We tried to schedule this at a time where we thought you would be less busy in between seasons. So February 23rd at 5:30 here at City Hall.
Ms. Conger and I actually ran on that platform of bringing small businesses in so we can have a better communication. So I am also very excited about that. I don't know if Counselor Higdon is on speakerphone from his trip, but hearing none, we're going to go into executive session. The form of the motion is to adjourn the meeting into executive session to discuss potential litigation. The session is expected to take 15 minutes. Mr. Davis, you will be timed. The council will not take action after the executive session is concluded. That time is 6:03. Do I hear a motion?
We need to certify the executive session.
I'll certify it, and we'll meet in the mayor's office at the end of the hall. What, has the rent gone up? We can,
We do?
oh, we have new chairs. Okay, all right. It'll be safe to meet in the mayor's office, so.
Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
That is a motion by Counselor Conger and a second by Pro Tem Washington. Ms. Tubbs, roll call, please.
Voting with Pro Tem Washington.
Yes.
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 Yes. We will reconvene at 15 minutes, Mr. Davis.